Greetings and salutations, welcome back to our Let's Play of EU4 with RedBstrd as Taungu. Where we last left our nation, we were going for the First Toungoo Empire achievement, and we were invading Mongyang. Let's ask them for manpower, and hope that they come through for us. So that could be like 1,000 manpower. They're thinking of attacking us again, I'm sure. 2,000 manpower. Beautiful. It was really handy for all these beat-up units. Let's brace ourselves for impact, and we really need to win this, so let's go ahead and make another unit of mercs, and even a second one. He's got the troop advantage and favorable terrain, so we really need more troops in here. Probably would have won that battle without those mercs, but we wouldn't have been able to progress the siege at all, so it doesn't quite matter much. Getting those mercs speeds that up, so it's useful. And we really need to break those walls. Sure. That's actually useful to us. It's only 60 ducats if we can avoid a rebellion. I really don't like going this far in debt. But we will get a gold mine out of it. Nice. Okay, so we could just try piecing them out, but I'm going to instead grab the gold mine. Get back some troops, see if we can bait him over here. Actually, no, we need to end this. He's got low enthusiasm, we have 99 war score. Okay, so what we need are these two provinces and these two. This is the war goal. We definitely need to piece up before he takes that back. Okay, and with those, I win his gold mine, I win his fort. This will upset some people, but it's December 27th, so we'll burn off some of that, and we probably won't get Tibet in here. We'll get 4 people, but Mongyang can't join it, Ming can't join it, so it could potentially be Ava and Lan Na. And that's entirely manageable. Take his money. And war reps are a good place to start. Okay, are we over in our force? No. Really don't want to pay for all these mercs. But when there's a potential coalition against us, I also don't want to disband a bunch of troops. Stop paying for that fort for the moment, stop paying for that one. It's more exhaustion, that's going to go away. And we'll get these guys down here to the Lan Na area. Make sure that we core these. And with the gold mine as quickly as possible. And now we're switching to damage control mode, outrage countries, go. Stop it, Ming. Tibet's in war, so they can't join one right away anyway. But yeah, they're the... Ooh, I'm saying broke their alliance with us. get rid of this guy. He's beat up. I want to pay for him. And Ava. Truce. Another 6 years. Taungu's still our ally. Yeah, let's stop paying our troops, and we can pay off some debt. You know, I think we do want to get rid of at least half of these guys right away. It's just too expensive. Keep the rest, because we could have rebel problems. And I don't think we could afford these edicts any longer. That's a luxury. We converted those, let's get rid of the edict. We could always do manpower edicts, those would be nice, but... again, that's a luxury. Wow, 266 in debt. I'm gonna keep this fort. It will be helpful against Ming in the long run. Just stop paying our troops altogether. And hopefully we won't be stuck in peace for too long. And I want to accept some cultures. They'll help us with the rebel problems, they'll give us more manpower, all that. Probably should have done that before we started dumping all of our points. Okay, for the proper fleet, no. Conquered Chittagong, no. That one is entirely possible. I really want to pay for both of these. We do need the monarch points, so yeah, I suppose. Inflation is less disastrous for a nation than stability loss, so gotta prioritize. Now we're coming along with these. I've got 400 splendor. Russia could potentially make an ally, but they're not super friendly with us yet. Mark ourselves as friendly with them. And for now, at least, we'll continue work on outraged countries. I wish it would stop prioritizing Ming. Ming is our overlord, they're not going to join a coalition. Fortunately, Tibet is out of coalition range. They're certainly not. We have our alliance with them. This is the one we lost. Because they rivaled both of these people. Wondering... Yeah, we'll just wait for that royal marriage to break, and then we'll get one to the west. It's definitely not worth the stability hit to break that royal marriage. Be no real benefit to us, especially when Jampur won't ally us yet anyway. Okay, rebels aren't progressing very quickly, which is great news for us. Could give this off to an estate. Thinking we'd do that for the nobility. I've got some manpower back. Let's try to fill in our army just a touch more. Maybe one more development up in Chin provinces. We'll get that once we've conquered Sidia, so there's no point in developing. And Sidia actually lost their alliance with Assam. So you know what that means. I prefer to attack them here when they move south. And hopefully they have some money for us. Let's get one more unit of real troops. I don't want to go any further than that, since we're going to lose men to attrition. But if we can kill them here, then we won't have to fight them in the hills. Queen Regent, we can get this monastic education for an additional promoted culture and some missionary strength. That's always nice. Let's get our stability back up. Which means we can't core this right away. Hey, Ayutthaya, Hegu. Gotta get that royal marriage before that alliance breaks. And now we do have a slot free. Ooh, they're fighting. That's fortuitous timing. Don't want much more aggressive expansion, but they've given us an opportunity. Okay, we've got a free general, but with the decline of the nobility about to expire in 2 years and the diet held not expiring anytime soon, I can't justify that. This guy's got 3 fire, 1 shock, and 1 siege, so he's a really good general. Let's go ahead and go for this. And move 1 province at a time. Don't want Mungyang taking this. Don't want them to come back. And rather than building up spy power, which would save us manpower, I'm going to try avoiding a coalition. Comet Devil's Kithenkin. I'm going to prioritize coring over getting our stability back up. And we gotta get this present. So they'll get over that eventually. Okay, we're making pretty good progress up here. Broke the walls, we're at 21%. And Luke is on the throne. Do we win a full Nexum? I don't think we win a full Nexum. What we actually need from them is just this province. We could potentially take all three. We'll see how much aggressive expansion that would cause us. It might make us stronger in the long run, so maybe we will. That's pretty ugly. Yeah, that's much more reasonable. And then we wouldn't have to fight their army as rebels. So we'll just take all of their money, get some war reparations. And try to manage hostilities there. Okay, so they like us a little bit more on account of canceling those canceling the claims, so that counteracts some of the aggressive expansion. And we're going to go for outraged again. We do have a lot of potential rebels, so we're definitely going to keep paying for those forts. Let's save all of our cash, see if we can get the Renaissance in a reasonable amount of time. Okay, is Daviet in coalition range? They're not. Let's pull this guy back and start working on relations with our allies. We don't want unrest. We don't want lowered manpower, so lowered taxes. That's the way to go. And somebody's at 80. Mongang. Okay. Let's move up onto the mountains. They move into the jungle, we will get the defender bonus, so that's fine. We'll repay that loan. Horseming. So we were 15 years in. For a third of the time, and we've conquered quite a bit of what we need. We need a lot up here, but I definitely want to spread Renaissance throughout our lands before that happens. That way we can accomplish this and get a Golden Age, and then we can blitz through this whole area, which isn't incredibly valuable to us, in all honesty. It's low development. It's bad terrain, so it would slow down the spread of our institutions. So I'd rather consolidate our strength in the valuable areas, rather than blitzing for that. That's just going to be Rebel City up there. It's all Vajria on that Buddhist. I think if I can, yeah, let's build up one more unit of troops here. And I wanted to save that money, Renaissance, but if they keep bugging us about loans, we'll pay them off as they prompt us. Because then at least our inflation won't be going up, and our interest won't be going up. Okay, 224, that's below average. I'm not going to name it after one of our viewers. Let's wait for this guy, and then we'll attack. Hopefully our ally will help us out in the fight. Okay, so we're going to wait one more month until we have full morale. Okay, now we're moving in. Sorting out the garrison. And pause it right as the battle ended, that way I can merge these guys together. So this garrison is depleted, but we did get probably over 1,000 manpower back from stealing it from the fort. Okay, no one else is at 80 or above, so let's stop paying our troops so much. And which estate could we afford to upset more? We could afford to upset our... Okay. They have more loyalty, so we side with merchant goods. And while we have this bonus, our development cost goes down, so that's an added side benefit. Stop paying for those garrisons for the moment, just for the sake of our budget. And if I didn't need these monarch points so badly, I would stop paying for those advisors. But we are gunning towards these objectives. And let's put in our Enforced Religion Edict. This is probably just going to give us a rebellion. Yeah. Let's move over there. How many can you support? 11k? So there's a little bit of money. The monarch points are more valuable to us than whatever trade power. Speaking of trade power, we could probably, transfer trade power from this guy in Siam. So right now we are making 1.2. We'll check that again in a month. So 0.17 ducats is not a lot, but every little bit helps. Okay, do we get this right now? I think we're going to enjoy this modifier for as long as possible, and we'll get that a little bit later. Yes, I want to do this, the reason being that aggressive expansion impact is reduced the higher your prestige is and improve relations. So we would get less aggressive expansion, the higher prestiges, and we burn off aggressive expansion the higher. So it's expensive. It's 9 ducats and 10 admin power. Sorry. So now we have to start paying our troops. I'm actually even going to start paying for that fort. Ooh, a little bit of attrition there. But we probably won't be there for very long, so it'll be okay. Can't justify paying for that guy. And where's our next potential uprising? This province. Okay, kind of want our stability higher. Yeah. And hopefully we won't take any more stability hits, and we can just enjoy that for a while. Okay, target allies is done, so now we're going to target outraged. Would repay a loan. Damn it, I didn't mean to do that. So I mean. Turn that off. And eventually we're going to start increasing this gold production. Yeah. Suffering attrition. Let's put these guys up. Really? Just too well allied. Okay, we have no truce here. I'm thinking it might be time to attack them. Before somebody else decides to. Yeah, let's do it. Military tech is 4, as is ours. And we're developing, so if we wait too long, they'll hit military tech 5 before we do. And that'd be really bad. Okay, so I want them to move over to the west so we can stack wipe them and siege. Okay, they're locked in. So I'm declaring with the Conquest War. The scale. Build back up. And hopefully if rebels pop up, our allies or our overlord will help. And hopefully they have a lot of money for us. Let's take, well, we don't have an advisor. We can check the ledger. But it's not critical for us to do so. It'll be like a Christmas surprise. I don't like us losing men that quickly before we've breached the walls or anything. So we don't have any more. We're losing like 200 guys a month from there. Oh, maybe only 100. That means we might only have 6 months before can't progress the siege unless we move these guys over. Okay, and we got it. Call this guy back, he's no longer needed. Yeah, they'll upset the same people. Take 100 ducats, nice. And I definitely can't justify paying for this fort. Bring down the autonomy there, that's nice. Okay, remove Lan Na from the map. I don't think we'd get a whole lot out of that. We can pick a new rival. And Lansang is a problem. They're allied to... or they're rival to our two allies. And they're allied to Pegu. So yeah, let's do that. It would solidify our relations with Ayutthaya and Senwi, though it would distance us from our ally. Pegu. We need to turn on at some point anyway. Our marriage with Pegu. Let's do that for the Diplo rep. I'll go for the manpower one, because it'll help us save on our costs if we can complete it. That's just cost us 1 prestige, since we are rivals. Okay, now we have the option of attacking them to try getting that stuff to the south, so I'm going to start building up a spy network to do it. We have a truce, and I'm obviously not in the shape I want to be to attack. Pay off that loan. And let's stop paying our troops so much. Let's keep an eye on our time. We are at 34 minutes, so let's stop here. Thank you for watching.